guys, welcome back to the Money Plug. This is the channel where we talk about all things young and financial wellness. My name is Fortune, and in today's video we will be focusing on substitutes for credit, specifically in South Africa. So the world that we live in, so our reality is that we cannot always afford the things that we want to buy when we want them or when we need them, hence the birth of credit, right? And credit on its own is not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. It's just how you use it as a person will determine whether it is a good thing or a bad thing, right? With that being said, it means it basically boils down to financial self-awareness, if there is such a thing. It is important to know the times when you can take out credit and should take out credit, as well as the time when you can take out credit but should not take out credit because it's not necessary, and the times when you cannot take out credit and should not take out credit because you cannot afford it. So in this video we will be focusing on the times when you can take out credit but should not take out credit because disruptive technology has your back. What I mean about that is the beautiful and recent inventions and innovative thing called e-commerce payment solutions. So basically what e-commerce payment solution is, if a credit facility and a lay-by facility got together and had a baby. So it's basically an upgraded version of lay-by. That's how I would classify it. So I will be going through 3 different e-commerce payment solutions in this video, and without wasting any more time, let's get to the first one. The first one is More Time by TymeBank, SA's virtual bank. So how it works is that you will buy a product from their selected listed stores, whether you're doing it online or in store, right? So when you buy that product, you will pay it off over 3 months, whereby the first installment you will pay 50% of that price, of the purchase price, and then 25% the following month, and 25% the next month thereafter. For example, if I buy a dress or want to buy a dress for 1.5, right? So I would pay 750 when I'm checking out the dress, and then I'll pay 375 rands the next month, and the last 375 rands the following month. The other thing you should know about More Time is that you actually get a limit, i.e. a buying power. So if you exceed this limit, you'd have to actually finance the excess with your own money. For example, going back to the 1.5 dress, if you actually want to buy a dress for 2,000 instead of 1,500, and you actually have a limit of 1,500, you'd actually need to pay the excess with your own money. So the example, the 500 extra, you'd actually have to pay at initial checkout. So you're going to pay the 500 extra, which is the exceeding amount from the limit, and then you're going to pay the 50% from the 1.5, which is still 750. So at initial checkout you're going to pay 1,350, and then 375 rands the next month, and 375 rands the following month. Okay, so to actually qualify for More Time, you need to be a member of TymeBank. That means you actually need to register with the bank and be a member of the bank, and you obviously there is documentation that they might need. The nice thing about this is that this can be done all online because virtual bank, and then you're gonna need to actually download their TymeBank app, and in their TymeBank app you'll need to activate More Time. So with More Time you can actually, like I said, buy online or in store. And if you're gonna buy online, you're just gonna go through their selected number of stores which will appear on the app, and then if you're gonna buy in store, you're gonna have to scan a QR code or give the cashier a barcode to type in so that they can apply your payment schedules. And that's it about More Time. The second one is Pages Now, which works very similar to More Time, but the difference is that you actually pay the purchase price over 3 equal monthly installments. So if you purchase a dress for 1,500, you actually pay 500 at initial checkout, and then 500 the following month, and 500 the last month. And the other difference is that you actually do not need any paperwork, so you just need to sign up on their online facility. You do need to meet their requirements, which is you need to be over 18 years of age, a South African resident, and you need to have a valid bank account so they can deduct the money. When you apply, you just need to sign up online, and there's no documentation, no paperwork required. You just need to give them the information that they are requesting at that time. And the other thing is that Pages now does not have any physical stores at the moment, so you can only buy online on their selected number of stores. So basically it's just like more time but with less paperwork, as well as no physical store. The third one is Payflex, and Payflex is a little bit different. It's a little bit different from the two payment solution we discussed earlier, seeing that with Payflex you actually pay back the money over 4 different installments, bi-weekly and not monthly. So if I buy a dress again for 1,500, I would pay the first quarter, which would be 375 rands, would check out, right? And the next quarter 2 weeks after that, and the next quarter 2 weeks after that, and the next quarter 2 weeks after that, and so forth and so forth, until you actually pay it off. To actually qualify for a Payflex facility, you need to sign up on their online portal, and after that they will send you an email requesting that you send a picture of yourself holding your ID. After they've verified everything, they are going to approve your application, and it literally takes like a few hours. The other thing about Payflex is that you get to buy online and in-store. You just need to download their app. Where there's good, there's also bad. So in this section of the video, we will be going through the advantages and disadvantages of the e-commerce payment solution. And I believe this is the part where I ask you, would you like the good news first or the bad news? But unfortunately you can't choose, so I'll choose for you. The first we're going to start with advantages. The first advantage, it would be there is no interest that you pay. There is no additional fees that you pay whenever you use these solutions. Therefore, the price you see is the price you pay. The second one is that there is so many stores to choose from, and some of these stores we did not even know they existed. So you get to discover new stores. The third one is that you are more comfortable when you're buying online, because there is a very low chance of you getting scammed when you're buying online, because all these stores that are on the store directories of these e-commerce payment solutions were checked out before they were listed. So you could be more comfortable when you're purchasing through these stores. The third one is that the approval process is very fast. Some of these e-commerce solutions will take an hour or less to actually approve your application, so you can get to buying very quickly. The only disadvantage I have at the moment is that the payment schedule, the payment time frame is very, very short. So compared to when you actually would take out credit, you would pay it over a longer period of time. And with these e-commerce payment solution, you'd either pay it over 3 months or less. Therefore, even the installments that you need to pay back would be more compared to when you take out credit. So going back to a 1.5 thousand rands example with e-commerce payment solutions, you does see that you would actually pay it back over 3 months, 500 each installment, or bi-weekly, and a 375 rands each installment. If you compare it to taking out credit, you might actually get the opportunity to pay it off a 12-month period, and let's say for example maybe you'd pay 160 per month, and that would include additional fees and interest. The last one is kind of a hybrid. I'm not 100% sure whether it would be a good thing or a bad thing, so I've just put it on it depends. Is that most of these do not affect your credit score. So if you're paying good, it won't show on your credit score, and if you're not paying good, it also will not show on your credit scores. And that's it. I hope you actually enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.